What up, you guys? Look! Look who's
here.
back!
I lost my 3 front teeth.
She did. Today, we're gonna be working on Roxy. Why don't you tell a story?
Okay, so person at the
Post office.
post office, she said, Aunt Imogen put you on more videos. And I was like, what? Huh?
She got recognized at the post office, you guys.
That's kind of weird.
Kind of crazy. Roxy's shifter is busted. And it's a miracle. I've had this shifter in this car for like a dozen years. It's a B&M. Anyway, I've got a new shifter for it, and that's what we're going to be installing today, and I'm stoked. You took the long way around.
I know.
Through the Bronco.
Climb.
And there's Finley. Hey, bud. All right, you want to carry any of this?
Oh, let's see. I'll carry this.
This shifter.
And the thing that looks like a giant turd. It does.
It's a shift boot.
Okay, but still.
Oh my gosh. It does. You're right.
It looks like a poop emoji.
It does.
One of those poop emoji thingies, the squishy poop emoji. Collection of Roxy cars.
And they all seem to match the house, which is funny. Except for Roxy, but
Yeah.
the trucks do. You're already tired, you haven't even worked.
I know.
Finley, you can't help us.
You're a dog.
What are you gonna do, dude?
He's a dog.
Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys my poor shifter. This thing is so raggedy. One of the times that I had it apart, this was a long time ago, but I put a zip tie on the boot and I positioned the zip tie too low. It needed to go obviously right here and not down there, and then this is pulling apart. It's just overall really junky and abused. Roxy's a daily, you guys. Like, she sees the road. 180,000 miles. She's a road warrior. So, anyway, that would explain why she's so worn out. So, let me show you guys what this is doing and messing up. Shifter's in neutral right now. When I put it up in a gear, look how wobbly it is. So that's in first gear, but it does it in every gear. It just wobbles around. And it should not do that.
Whoa. Feels like it's going into a second gear, but it's
Exactly.
stay up.
So Elia learned how to shift in Garfield. She would like watch my foot using the clutch, and then she'd go shift into the next gear. She had fun learning in Garfield. It was awesome. Yay.
Yeah.
All right, kid, it's time to take the stuff apart. You want to film me?
Sure.
Screws are out of here from my previous removal of this whole situation. Previous, meaning like years ago. Because I don't fully put it all back together because I'm kind of back.
It's out.
Unplug stuff, line lock, window motors. Wait till you guys see this.
Wow. What? What? No. What?
Yep.
Why?
Because this is so busted. This is so crazy. Look how junk this is.
Ugh.
Look at it. It's a mess. It's just loose.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
This is the whole deal. There's my ghetto oil pressure gauge coming up through here because GTOs don't have oil pressure gauges. All right, we're gonna take all this junk out and replace it with a really nice new one. Let's go get tools.
Yes.
All right, got a few tools. Hopefully we have what we need. If not, we'll come back.
Yeah.
Where'd that small ratchet go?
It was right there. Where did the small ratchet go? Oh yeah, I brought it inside.
Oh, it's inside?
I'll go get that.
Okay.
Hold on. Got this stinky goodbye. Nope.
You wanna do it?
I want you to do it.
I'll break them loose and then you can loosen them out the rest of the way.
Yeah. I'm not gonna break them loose.
Sure you would.
It's, whoa. camera just fell.
It's okay.
I can just edit out the fake poo. Some person is good at editing. You want me to help? Or can you do that? Get this out of the way. Does that make you see better?
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's put
You
this.
can put that in your floorboard. I'm afraid it'll fall in the transmission if it's anywhere close. All right, 2 more bolts. It's so awesome to have her back with me wrenching. She's right now in the shop going to grab tools. She's learned a whole lot about tools and about numbers, standard versus metric, all the different size ratchets. She's learning a lot and it's really sweet. So anyway, she went to go get me an extension for the 1/2-inch drive. So, and she did the right one.
I measured it all.
You did awesome. Nice job, sister.
Okay.
That's the right one. We're taking off bolts off the shifter base.
Yeah.
Hoping I can get away with not having to jack the car up and access from the underside. So we'll see.
Yep, we'll see.
Feeling quite lazy today, but
We both are.
it's awesome to have the kid with me. Me. Another bolt out.
Hallelujah.
Okay. That was funny.
Really? Okay.
You keep getting out of frame.
Sorry.
Nobody can see you over there, and they want to see you.
Here.
Yeah, they can see you.
Yeah.
I don't think there's bolts at the front of this thing.
What?
I think it needs to come out now.
What?
Let's see how this thing bolts up. There's 4 bolts on this one. Heavy duty shifter.
Heavy duty.
This thing came from Praxis Tuning.
Cool.
And these guys are awesome. I actually knew them from back in the GTO forum days, LS1 GTO forum. I was big on it when I first got my GTO. I wasn't big on it. I shouldn't say it like that. I should say like I was on it all the time.
Yeah.
I like how you agree you weren't even like remotely born.
No.
I saw those guys from Praxis Tuning at PRI like 3 years ago. And they gave me the shifter. And I was like, dude. And then I've just had it sitting around ever since. And I feel like a jerk for not installing it.
But now you're installing it.
Now I'm
Good
installing
job. 3 years later. I'm here. Installing it.
it. Yeah.
Yay.
Yay. And they gave me a cool shift knob too. It's going to make the car faster, right?
Maybe.
Nice work.
No. I think you're loose enough. You can pull it right out, I think. Yes, we pulled it out.
We have some of it out. The kid is going to run home. Okay.
Goody, Aaron's home.
Aaron's home. I'm going to give him the update, and he's going to be like, woman, you took your car apart in the driveway, and now you need to get up underneath it and all that stuff.
Okay. Bye.
Love you.
And here's Aaron. Well, have a good time.
You think?
I took my car apart in the driveway, and I kind of think that I need to like jack it up now because
Okay.
there's front bolts. So there's bolts that I can't get to.
It's not that hard. Just drop your shifter down in there enough to get it in the shop. Probably need to go work on that Ford right now and get it rolling so we can get it out of the way.
Well, that turned into more of a project than I thought it would be. I think it's been a while since I've worked on that shifter and forgot how hard it's going to be to actually switch the other one on there. I thought it was like bolt in from inside the cab, but it's not. The lift bay is not open because we're working on an F100 doing a Coyote swap, a Crown Vic swap, and an 8.8 rear end swap. So we got to get that thing a roller, and that's what Aaron and I's goal is today. And then I can get Roxy in and finish her up. See you guys after all that work. Last night, Aaron and I got Roxy in the shop. I'm gonna have to put her on the lift. We have a lift. I get to use it. Pull on. It's just so tight. Oh, I finally got it. Holy shiminy Christmas. I'll be so happy when Aaron comes back out here and we get to say, yeah, I broke it loose. It's out. Finally. You guys, I got both the bolts out. Last night, I did an Instagram live and forgot to actually tell you guys that I got the other bolt out. I just put my phone up, did an Instagram live while I took the other bolt out, and then called it a night. And now I'm back today. Got my 2 bolts out, and I'm gonna lower the car down, pull the top plate off of the transmission, and get my MGWP shifter all bolted up. It's gonna be bad to the bone. It's always so scary getting in. Okie dokie. Oh, hi. Hello. You're fully. Hello, bud. I have this green towel that I'm going to tuck up inside of the transmission to make sure no junk falls in there while I have that plate off. And then, time to clean our surface. This is the MGW-P shifter from my buddies at Proxys Tuning. Also comes with unnecessary hardware and silicone. Yes. Right, bud? Okie dokie. It's going down. Make sure that ball goes right into the little socket there. Oh, it looks so good in here, y'all. Righty, time to get these back bolts in. I snugged up the front ones. They're not tight though. Hopefully I can tighten them from down here. Everybody cross your fingers that these bolt holes are lined up. They're not. Too bad. So sad. Oh. Yes, it started. Y'all, this is coming together now. I'm sorry, JCPenney, I've got scratches on my arm from the side of my transmission. Ugh. While I got her in the air, I'm gonna change her oil. It's overdue. The moment you think it's not actually gonna fall. Go. That'll do. I just gotta remember to put oil back in it, right? I just installed the retaining plate. Let me show you. This new rubber boot that came with the shifter. The plate bolts in from the bottom. So these are studs that stick down. And I've got nuts that I'm going to tighten up from the bottom. So this part up here with the shifter install itself is pretty much done. Now all I have to do is just reassemble the car itself. This shifter feels pretty rad. It's pretty great. Dig it. Let's get this shift boot looking decent in here. Oil's back in, filter's on, plug is tight, we're good.
Your $9 oil pressure gauge.
Oh well. I'll upgrade it eventually. Well, Roxy's gonna get a lot of upgrades.
That's what she thinks. I have airplane stuff to spend money on.
I like this shifter, Aaron.
We good?
Yeah. It's great. Better put my seatbelt down.
We installed the B&M back when the car was new pretty well.
Yeah, like 2005.
And people kept saying we were going to break it, and we never did, I guess because we didn't race it much.
Yeah.
And Emily's not that aggressive on her shifts.
Oh man.
dirty hands.
They're cleaner than they were previously.
Let's do it. I want to see you shift them.
Okay, babe. I should turn the traction control off.
I definitely heard the traction control fog.
I know. Wah, wah.
How's it feel though?
I like it. I really like it. While Finley chews on an exhaust hanger, I'll update you guys. A lot has happened since that test drive. Christmas, New Year's, and a bunch of planning for 2019. Happy New Year, by the way. Oh my gosh, y'all. This is gonna be a crazy year. To start, everybody please tune in on Motor Trend channel. Our TV show is premiering this weekend. Poor Finley's not on it. He's a little bitter about it. Sorry, bud. He went down. Anyway, yeah, our TV show's coming out. We're freaking out a little bit. It hits Motor Trend on Saturday, January 5th at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. You can make the calculations depending on what time zone you're in. And I'm sorry if you live overseas and you don't have the channel. That's a bummer. I wish everybody had it. Nevertheless, we would love to have your support watching that show. Every TV tuned in means a good rating, and it gets us that much closer to another season, which would be fantastic. Y'all, this TV show is money that we can turn back into the show here. It's exposure for the brand, and it only builds more adventure and more fun and more content for you guys. It's a big deal. The fact that Discovery worked with us and allowed us to maintain our YouTube presence, allowed us to maintain any social media, any brand partnerships, anything we want to do, we can do. And that's a huge deal. So please support the show. Live, Love, Wrench. It's really cute. It's got a lot of room for improvement. You know, it was an adjustment shooting in a shop that wasn't ours with a crew of people we just met, especially for Aaron, who didn't grow up in front of the camera kind of like I did doing commercials and stuff. It was an adjustment. Being mic'd up the whole time, the whole thing. You know, it was crazy, but it was a really good experience, and we hope to be able to do it again for a second season. That's that, the TV show portion. Flying Sparks Garage is gonna see a lot of growth this year too. I have finally convinced Aaron to vlog. He is gonna have a really intense year, you guys. Some of you may know that he is a heavy diesel engine builder. He grew up in that industry and he's amazing at it, but it is not his passion. This year, he is going to work out of that career and into one that he is extremely passionate about, aviation. He is going to be training to be a commercial pilot. There is a massive pilot shortage right now in the commercial airline industry, and Aaron is going to get in on that. And anybody else, by the way, that could be interested in aviation, contact Aaron, contact virtually any pilot that you know. They will convince you and encourage you to get into the pilot industry right now because it's wild. There's never been a better time to get into aviation than now. We're going to take you along on this journey. I'm rambling on, but only because I'm excited. I really appreciate the support you guys show us, liking and subscribing, sharing the channel. It's only up from here, and we're going to keep working hard and creating content for you guys. Any constructive criticism you can provide, any encouragement is much appreciated. We'll see you guys soon. It's going to be a badass year.